Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And I just got off of being a little busy here at work. I got a little bit of a break in between. Wanted to come on here and share a quick video with you guys about something I was thinking about. I was sitting here while I was on a call, on these calls this morning, and I was like, man, this is a great subject to talk about. And as you see in my title, it says, stop letting anticipation hold you back. Just take action and go for it. You will be surprised what you can achieve when you stop overthinking, okay? When you stop overthinking and creating scenarios in your mind, things just happen. And I had an experience that happened with me that I wanted to share with you guys to talk about how anticipation can hold you back. But when you actually go ahead and take action and you actually see, like, man, I can do this, it's like a whole different feeling. All right. So just hang tight. Stay on this video, man. I ain't going to take too much of your time. I know some of y'all working, y'all got things going on or whatever the case. So get this message. Please share this video. Anybody, whether you on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, share this video because this is a message for a lot of people. Okay. So check it out. So I love listening to Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins, I mean, everybody know who he is. You see his videos, the motivation, the way he speaks. I mean, just a powerful guy, right? So I was listening to he had an app called Breakthrough. If you never downloaded it, go download it. It's free. You can listen at some of the things he has. And he was talking about something, and he said, focus equals feelings, right? And he said, what you tend to focus on, you create feelings around that. And then, focus equals feelings. What you tend to focus on, you create feelings, and you make, okay, there we go. See, I had to get that in my mind right, so I didn't tell you guys the wrong way. So focus equals feelings, right? And he said, what you tend to focus on, you create feelings around that, and then you make that your reality, even if it's not real, okay? And when I heard this, you know what I'm saying, I tried to internalize it, tried to really listen at this, what he was saying and seeing where things were going. And what he really means, guys, is that, like, this is about anticipation, because there's a lot of things that we want to achieve in life, whether you want to buy a home, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to take trips, whatever you want to achieve in life, we all have goals and dreams, right? But the one thing that always creeps up into our mindset is the anticipation of getting these things done, because what most people want to do is they want to prepare themselves for failure, but hope for success. They prepare themselves for failure, but hope for success. Why? Because when you ever want to do something, nobody likes to fail. Nobody likes to have things not work out in their favor. So if you mentally, the way people think, if you mentally prepare yourself for the failure, when the success comes, it's like a surprise. But all along, you knew in the back of your mind that you could do it, but you just preparing yourself for the failure. And we all have done it. I'll give you for an example. A lot of you guys have gone to school. We all been in school, whether grade school, middle school, high school, college. And we used to work through things, have to study for classes. And then when you would study for the class and you would have like this big test that would come up, what's the one thing that you guys would say? You will be studying, you will feel all prepared all the way up to the day of the test. And then when you wake up to take that test, anticipation creeps in your mind, and then you start saying, well, man, it's going to be 100 questions. What if they're not multiple choice? What if I got to write the answers out? Man, I didn't study it. Now you start second guessing yourself. Now you're starting to create these scenarios in your mind on how the test is going to be, what's going to be on the test. You know what I'm saying? What if you don't know the information? What if you studied the wrong material? You're going through all of these things in your mind the day of the test. And in the back of your mind, you're like, man, what if I fail this test? I don't know if I'm prepared. You're just, all this anticipation is helping you to create these scenarios, right? So your focus is around all of these different things that's happening. But then when you get to the test and boom, the test is in front of you, you start taking the test. And you're going down through the test, and now you're starting to see like, oh man, this test is not as bad as I thought. And you rock it out, right? You get your test back and you find out you passed. So all of that energy that you spent creating those scenarios in your mind about failing this test, what was on the test, what you may not know, or what you may know, you know what I'm saying? These are all the things that have happened. And then you pass the test. And we do that a lot with everything that we do in life. we want to achieve so many things. We want to make more money. We want to make sure we give our kids the best life. We want to do all of these things. But then we create these scenarios that stop us and hold us back from really pushing ourselves to go and get it. All right. And that's something that happened for me. So let me give you guys an example. So I've always been in sales. This has been my career. You know what I'm saying? I'm still work from home, got the handy dandy headset, waiting for calls to come in, whatever the case, right? But also in business, every business I've been into, I have always been a presenter. So I've always stood in front of crowds and broke information down and, different things like that, right? So anyways, so with my new business, with my new company now, which is not new, I've been with them for a year and a half now, right? When I first got started, I utilized the services for myself and I saw the results that I was getting. Instantly, y'all know me for being on Facebook, doing Facebook Lives and all of these things, right? Shooting videos. So I started using that to break down like the results that I was getting. Like it was just super exciting. I was fired up. I would come and share the information. That was comfort for me. I was in my comfort zone. Okay. Let me show you how they broke me out my comfort zone. So me and my business partners, we decided to put on an event. And I had to present at this event in front of some people. Now, I'm nervous because I hadn't used the presentation to break things down and share my opportunity with people and what was going on. It was just always off the top of my head and just from my emotion and my excitement. So when they set this presentation in front of me, I'm going through this presentation and I'm trying to lock it in and like what I'm going to say and how I'm going to transition between the slides. I'm like driving myself crazy. I get to the point where we're going to go on and we're going to share this information in front of people. And man, I'm like sweating bullets. I'm nervous inside because I don't want to fail. I don't want to say nothing crazy. I don't want to sound crazy up here. I want to be able to get this information across to people, right? So then as I get here, I finally get up there and it's my turn and boom, I get up here and I'm presenting in front of people, right? As I'm presenting in front of people, things are going great. Things are going smooth. I'm breaking it down. And I finally finished my piece. And I just remember sitting down afterwards and I'm just like, I could breathe again because I made it happen. But prior to that, I had everything running in my head, man. Anticipation was kicking my butt. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I'm going to remember the slides. I'm going to remember what I'm going to say. I'm just like, I'm going crazy. And then when I got up here, everything just like fell down. So that was one scenario right there that like broke me out of my comfort zone. So I'm feeling good about myself. I got this presentation out. So I went back to my comfort zone and I started doing the things that I had been doing, just getting up here and sharing things on my screen and all of these different things. And then here was the big one right here, right? So my business partner, my coach, he hit me up one day and I hadn't done the presentation. This was probably a couple of months after I had did that initial presentation. Now, I had done no more presentations in between that, but then all of a sudden I got a message and we had a telethon that came on. This is going to be thousands of people virtually watching me present in front and with other leaders. And I'm thinking to myself, and all of a sudden I get this message. They said, hey, just want to let you know you're going to be on the next telethon. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I didn't even have a chance to back out or say no or anything. Let me tell you why. Because they had already created the flyer with the leaders' pictures on it that was going to be presenting during that telethon. They had already created it. So when they said I was going to be on the telethon, they sent me the flyer already that was already being posted on people's pages. And there's my smiling face on this flyer. So now I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking to myself, like, why would they do that? Like, it's crazy. So once again, what starts happening? Anticipation start creeping in. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. Mind you, I forgot. I done stood in front of people and did this presentation. Now I got to do this virtually in front of people. And I'm like, man, I'm scared I'm going to mess up. We got other leaders that's been doing this. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to mess up and look crazy. Like all of these different things are happening in this moment. This is what I'm thinking of before I get on this presentation. I kid you not, for a week, man, I'm just nervous. I can feel this little pit in my stomach leading up to the presentation. The day comes, and I'm just looking at the clock. And as the clock's passing, I'm just like, oh, it's getting closer to my turn. It's getting closer to my turn, getting closer to my turn. And then all of a sudden, it's game time. It's 15 minutes prior. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, Lord, please just be with me on this presentation. I really want to do a great job. I want to be able to just bring this thing out for people and let's just make this happen. I just want to get the message across. And now it's game time. I'm finally on here. Got the two hosts, you know what I'm saying? My man Jeff Trills and my man Don Wilson. They get up on here and they're introducing people and they're talking about different things and they finally bring me up. And now it's my turn to present. And I finally get on here and I'm nervous as crap. And I pull up my presentation and now it's go time. And it was like right when I got into that moment, it was like all the emotions and the nervousness that I was feeling just exited my body. And I just got on this presentation. I said, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. I hope I don't mess up doing this. And I'm just going to do it. And I came in and I brought the excitement. I did the presentation and it went really well. Like so well that I had the host, they were saying, man, that's one of the smoothest presentations I've seen. I've had other leaders, top leaders, like hitting my inbox, like, man, you did an amazing job. You have a gift for presenting. So like it literally just like fired me up because something that I was feeling so nervous about was something that I just had to step outside my comfort zone, get out of my own head and just go for it. And the reason why I want to share that with you guys, because there's so many things that you are great at. There's so many things that you want to achieve. There's so many things that you want to go for. And you let anticipation creep in your mind and you start creating these scenarios, right? Focus equals feelings. So what you tend to focus on, you create feelings around and you make that your reality. And in my story, you know what I'm saying, I was making it my reality that I couldn't do this presentation, that I wasn't going to be good enough, that I wasn't going to present well enough. All of these different things, that's what I was focused on. And I made that my reality. But in the real world, when I got on there, I did an amazing job. And I'm telling you guys, stop letting anticipation hold you back from going what you want for what you want. Because stop creating the scenarios in your mind before you actually take action. We do this a lot. People do it in relationships. You know what I'm saying? You may like somebody all crazy, you know what I'm saying? You got these feelings, but then you let anticipation creep in your mind and you talk yourself out of going for the person that you really want, which leads you to another crazy person. And now you're thinking to yourself, why did I take a detour, right? You want to start a business. You let anticipation creep in your mind. And then all of a sudden, now you're not starting a business. And now you're stuck in the situation that you've been fighting so hard to get out of. You want to take these trips. You're excited about it, but you let anticipation come in because you're afraid that you can't afford it. It's going to take money away from the bills or whatever it is that's going on in your mind. You're creating these scenarios before you even do anything, okay? And I'm telling you guys, stop doing that. Stop creating those scenarios. Stop letting anticipation hold you back and just go for it. If you want it, go make it happen, because you will be surprised what can happen for you when you just take action, when you just go for it, when you just do it. Things begin to happen. Now, are you always going to get the results that you want to get when you first do things? Absolutely not. But here's something that's crazy, guys, and I'm going to tell you this much. Always be excited to fail. Be excited to fail, because in your failures, those are lessons that you can learn to help yourself grow. But if you're not doing anything at all, when you run from everything that you want to do because of fear and anticipation, and you continue to just fall back into your comfort zone, what are you learning? That when times get tough, when things look too hard to do or look impossible, I'm just going to turn the other way and I'm not going to try it at all because I know that I'm going to fail. You are already self-sabotaging your own dreams and your goals. It is time for you to lay that down and just go for it. Trust me when I tell you, you'll surprise your damn self what you are capable of doing. Okay? So put your mind to it, man. Change your mindset. Go for it. You can do this. You are excellent. You are amazing. Stop holding yourself back. Okay? Stop holding yourself back and go get it. Okay? So I'm hoping that my story is something that really encourages you guys to go out here and go after everything that people told you couldn't get. Go out here and get it. Go out here and get it. All right. So, man, I was just fired up, man. It just hit my spirit, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you're just as excited as me. Click the share button. If you gain value from this video, guys, share this with somebody. There's people, other entrepreneurs that are struggling right now that just need those words of encouragement, that just need that extra push to push them through right now because they didn't hit an obstacle. They're looking to throw in the towel because things aren't going their way. I'm telling you right now, you are in the right place at the right time. Welcome to being an entrepreneur, because it is not all roses, guys. It's not. But it's not what you do during that hype stage when things are working. It's what you do when things start to die down. What that defines you as an entrepreneur and a leader. When people falling out your business, when you're not making the money that you want, do you quit or do you stay the course and keep pushing? And I'm encouraging you guys, stay the course. Keep pushing. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Okay? You may have to start back from the basics. You may have to start over. But giving up and quitting is not an option. Stay the course. Keep pushing. All right. So once again, guys, just wanted to say thank you so much for your time. I am so excited to share this video. This is your boy, Derrick Casey, coming to you live. And I hope you gained something from this. Click that share button. Let people hear this message today. And with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I got to get back to work. I'm holler at y'all soon.